Fear of failure is a significant psychological barrier that can prevent people from pursuing their desires, even when they deeply want something. Thing that I do see that gets in people's way more than anything else, and that is their relationship with failure. Today, I'm going to be going over how to get over your fear of failure by addressing your relationship with fear. So, there was this study that was done in 2011 where they had students who were going to take a French class, and they had beginner level students and they had advanced level students. And so they asked the beginner level students, how would you like feedback from your teacher? And all of the beginner level students said, we want somebody who's going to praise us. We want somebody who's going to uplift us. We want somebody who's going to make us feel good about being here and being new. But when it came to the advanced students, it was a total opposite. They were looking for somebody who was going to challenge them and force them to be better than what they were. They were looking for somebody to critique them and look for opportunities for them to get better. And that goes back to our relationship with failure. I split it into two categories. There are people who have new relationships with failure, and there are people who have advanced relationships with failure. People who have new relationships with failure, when failure comes, they don't expect it. It impacts them deeper. They don't plan for it. They don't have an adequate response for it. When failure happens, they can't manage their emotions. And when it presents itself, it can completely derail their future of having any success down the line. And when we go to an advanced relationship with failure, what you're going to find is that people in this category, they realize that failure is a part of the process. Yeah. They have contingencies in plan in case failure happens. They have the ability to be flexible and to be adaptable, and that allows them to pivot when they need to. And they understand that failure is actually an opportunity for growth. And in most cases, failure actually empowers and motivates them to go harder for their goal. There was a study that came out that was conducted where researchers put functioning MRIs on individuals to see how their brain responded to social rejection. And so they did this through putting them in a virtual simulation of a video game where it was a game of catch with two other people. But what the person didn't know was that the two other people were actually computers. So when this game of catch started, everybody was initially being included. They would throw the ball to him, and then they throw the ball back, and then the real person would get the ball and he would throw the ball. But after a while, the researchers stopped them from including them in the game of catch. And what they found out is that the part of the brain that was triggered by social rejection is the same part of the brain that responds to physical pain. And so when you are experiencing failure, when you truly believe that you are being rejected, it is a physical pain that is occurring in your body that takes over, completely shocks your system to make you not want this again. Here is how we combat the fear of failure. And this is how we fight failure overload. First, we need to make micro goals that are easier to obtain. So instead of maybe pursuing the degree, maybe we can just pursue one class. Instead of a goal of losing 10 pounds, maybe we can just commit to going to the gym 2 days out the week. So we have to change our perspective from worrying about the desired outcome to being satisfied with the small steps today. And so by making micro goals, the hope is that you stack enough small wins to build on. So when and if failure does arrive, you have some confidence in your ability to already achieve. And the next thing is that we cannot take failure personal. Instead, we must view it as an outcome of the strategy and an outcome of the plan. Just like when a team has great players on it, but they have the wrong playbook, their chances of winning is slim. It doesn't mean that the players are bad. It just means they don't have the right playbook. And so if you're right now experiencing some setbacks, if you're feeling like you're not getting where you want to be at in life, it might not be you. It could be you just don't have the right playbook.